here's the thing that I want to just talk about. I guess I'm going to call this the actor's conundrum. I mean, it's a human being conundrum, but I think actors suffer it more from it than any other people, partly because of the vagabond nature of our existence, like the gypsiness of it. Like, you get a job, and then you have many months, sometimes years, where you're not working. So there's something, unstable about it. But lots of people at the school are leads on shows. People are on hiatus right now. I've been talking to some of them. Some people just book major shows. But it's interesting because, and movies, whatever, invariably, every conversation I've ever had with every actor I've ever known or worked with, at one level, they ultimately say, I'm like, how is it? And they talk about all the great things, and then they're like, and fill in the blank. So, what's the challenge here? Now, at one level, they feel very, they feel terrible saying, it's terrible of me to say, God, it's not so great, because here they've struggled for a long time to get to where they are, and they also respect that other people like themselves are struggling and maybe don't even have those experiences yet. So they don't mean it disrespectfully, but they're kind of stuck in this problem that we all face, which is you have these expectations about acting that cannot and will never be fulfilled through acting. It doesn't even matter what you do in life. The expectations kill the actual experience. So there's two ways to think about it. The first thing is if you think about human nature, we're codified from a place of desire, and we're taught at the base material level that we go after. Listen, at one level you have to, because that's why we're here on the planet, to go after the thing. So we are taught that the experience is in the thing. So you want the job, or the money, or the notoriety, or the fame, or the house, or the girlfriend, or the marriage, and then you get those things. And then after you play with them, like all playthings, after a while, what happens? You want a bigger house, a bigger girlfriend. Wait, not a bigger girlfriend. Whatever, you might. You want something else, is my point. Kids, and you know what, listen, I think this is very dangerous, because America especially likes to continue perpetuating that myth that once you fill in the blank, you will have made it. You will be happy ever after. It doesn't work that way, because those things are, wait for it, they're metaphor. It's all metaphor. So at one level, I want everybody to achieve the things that they want in life, for sure. But we also want to understand that the thing isn't in the thing. The thing that you're wanting is not in the actual getting of whatever it is. It's metaphor. What is it metaphor of? Your own experience once you have it. Meaning, what happens to you? Parts of you become unveiled. You realize you're more creative. You have a more free experience. You realize yourself in a completely different way. You unlock latent talents. So it's a spiritual experience, really, hidden in the base physical. But if you are only stuck at the base physical plus expectations, it's going to be a zero-sum game. It's really about who you become, the becoming in it. And then here's the third point. Bruce Lee is one of my, I love Bruce Lee, and I've done a lecture on this quote before, but it's worth mentioning again today in relation to what I'm talking about. He says that there are no limits. There are only plateaus, and you must not stay there. You must move beyond. But here's where we get into the trap. So it comes full circle back to getting the job. Once we get the thing, there is a safety and a certainty and a stasis in the thing. And the challenge is if you stay in it without continuously challenging yourself in the thing, it becomes whatever it becomes. Because you feel disillusioned by, I'm trapped by that thing that I wanted, and now I got it, but you're scared to take the leap into other things. So we want to keep working with this principle that, I get it, it is scary. Once you reach that certain level, you're not just there. You must keep ascending to another level. And it's not all acting related, don't get me wrong, that's not what I'm talking about. Ascending to other levels of who you are as a creative. Does that make sense, everybody? I just think, acting jobs are so fraught with so many illusions about the haves versus the have-nots. And the people who have booked the pilots seem to be gifted by the gods. But if you peel away the curtains, nobody talks about this. Nobody told me this when I was 20, so I thought I was just a little shit. Because everybody else was doing amazing things and I was a little shit loser. And now I realize, like, oh, they got those things and I got what I needed to get, but I was comparing what I got to everybody else because the illusion that what they had was so much better than what I had. You guys, that's the mythology. So we want to stay in the experience more. And you know what? The more you stay in the experience, you're going to start to get those things and then they can be what they are going to be without the expectation that this is whatever. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Shailene Woodley.
Hi, I'm Ruby Rose.
Hey, I'm Sean Brown.
Hi, I'm Brianne Howie.
Hey, how's it going? Hey.
You always learn from your worst auditioning story.